Election day this week brought an important victory for people who need affordable housing and the advocates trying to get more of it in Kansas City. Voters approved a $50 million bond that will be used to help build what is called deeply affordable units. Fox 4's Kevin Berry working for you after figuring out how that will eventually have a big impact. Kev?
Christelle, affordable is pretty subjective, but housing advocates made sure the $50 million bond that voters just approved would be used to build units that cost between $550 and $750 a month. That's more than half of what, or less rather than half of what it costs to live in many market rate apartments downtown right now. And the hope is that it will allow more people to stay in their homes.
A rent increase above someone's means is essentially an eviction notice.
Wilson Vance would know. She campaigned to get the bond passed with KC Tenants Power this week, but in 2019, she had to leave her home herself.
The same month that KC Tenants had our first meeting, I was actively getting priced out of my home of 10 years and looking for somewhere else to live.
The $50 million bond that Kansas City voters overwhelmingly approved this week is going to try to keep that from happening to other people too. Jane Brown is the Kansas City Director of Housing and Community Development.
It's a big deal because there isn't enough affordable housing in Kansas City, Missouri.
The money will help finance housing projects that will keep the rent between $550 and $750 a month, or below 30% of the area median income. Across the country, Pew Research data found that almost half of American renters spent more than 30% of their income on housing just in 2020. In downtown Kansas City right now, some projects have rent-controlled units, but others start at $1,500 or $2,000 a month just for a one-bedroom apartment. Brown says that influences where these deeply affordable projects can go.
Maybe not downtown, but could it be 10 minutes from downtown? Sure.
The key, says Vance, is using the largest investment in affordable housing where it can help.
If we have an increase of $50 million into the Housing Trust Fund, then we have to make sure that it's actually going to go to housing that we can afford.
Brown tells me the city's going to start taking applications for that new batch of $50 million next year. They're still closing out the application process for the current bond money in the trust fund that they have. The deadline for those applications just got extended to Tuesday, November 15th.